Annual International Scholar Conference in Taiwan. Hello, Professor.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So now we are online in the radio. This is
Yes.
a live streaming radio, so everyone will access this internet that can hear you.
Thank you. I'm honored to have that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So first of all, before we start our interview, I'd like to let you know about this radio. It's
Yes.
basically a radio community.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So all people all over the world will access this
Yes,
link.
fantastic. Yes.
Hear you. Okay,
Thank you.
especially Indonesian student who's
Yeah,
doing
I
right
like
now.
I like to do that. Yeah, I love it. I love you. Love it. Love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Professor, may you briefly introduce yourself first?
Oh, okay. I'm a professor at a university. I has been a president of a university 6 years ago.
Which university?
National-Endowed-Chair University.
Chiao.
Yeah.
One of the best in Taiwan, I
Yes,
believe.
from 1998 through 2006.
Okay, so Professor, may you share to our audience or our listener your experiences related to education and also economic?
Yeah, I'm so glad to be an educator and train so many young students, young people to upgrade to become a very valuable expert.
Very
Yeah.
experts.
In ICT, information technology, science, and humanity. Because university is full-fledged university, therefore we have full-fledged of different disciplines, literature, social science, and science, and information technology, communication technology, etc. And also business.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So, what you actually shared in this conference, have you heard about this conference before?
Yeah, this is my first time come to this conference. I'm so glad to be here and chat with all the people. Such a nice people, and we had a very good discussion about our topics and raised up a very good questions.
May you
So
share
very
about the
important. Yeah.
question? May you share?
Yeah, the first question he asked me what is called disruptive innovation in education.
Okay.
And that is very important because for our future, for our young generation, we should do something on our education.
So, what is your feedback there?
Yeah, because she raised up a very good question, and I gave her a very interesting answer.
What is that?
That so-called disruptive innovation in education is that we just inspire the desire of motivation, first things. And we inspire the student not only motivation, we change the mindset for students from passive learning to active learning.
What is
Yeah.
the difference between passive learning
Passive,
and also active learning? Your concept.
passive kind of obeying, and they just listen to the teachers, listen to the professors. But active learning is that student is actively thinking about what is the topics.
So how we make the student can learn actively?
Oh, they learn actively. We have a lot of encouragement for student. He make a rebuttal instead of obeying. He do not obeying what teacher say. He just rebuttal to
Is that
challenge
really
to. Yeah, it's very because they should challenge to your professors.
You
And
mean
the next time
challenge?
they are challenging to the professor, and the professor are very enjoying the student questions. So you also inspires me. So mostly they are very, very happy. As another pressure saying, oh, in the class we are very enjoyable in the class.
That's really interesting statement. How if it has the same effect? How if the teacher not really compatible with that system?
Yeah.
You can say that probably the teacher
I think the teachers encourage students doing so. Encourage students to ask questions. Encourage the challenge to the teachers. Encourage the student to challenge the textbook. Textbook sometimes wrong. So student want to change the textbook. Student want to change the teachers, and he become very successful.
So if I'm correct, that actually your target, it's not the student, it's the teacher, because you like to change the system into actively learning.
Yeah, we should completely change the education system from passive to active. Because in the Western culture, they already encourage. But in Eastern culture, the students are more obeying rather than rebuttal, or students are rather passive. But we need students is more active.
So why you think, what do you think about the culture? Is that because of the cultural problems? So in
Yes.
Europe there tends to be
Yeah,
more open,
Yeah,
but in
yeah,
Eastern
you're
not?
right. I think it's totally because of Eastern culture. Our Eastern culture is based on Confucianism, based on Hinduism, based on Buddhism, right?
Why it can be related?
Because all those cultures, they are very kind, very
Very kind?
peaceful. Yeah.
Oh, I
They
see.
didn't encourage some kind of against something or rebuttal something. They are encourage people to be obeying and continuous do something, but they do not encourage people to do something disruptive.
But if you want to change a culture, it's a really massive change.
It's
You're not
very
only
difficult.
yeah, it's not. You're not talking
But,
about
but I
changing the
tell
system.
you, disruptive innovation in education is not a revolution.
The revolution. So why is that?
It's a kind of innovation. It is not a revolution. So it's kind of innovation. So encourage people to do something innovative. Therefore, it is not difficult to change the mindset from continuous obeying to innovation rather than revolution. We do not do any revolution. We just doing something innovation.
Okay, so
And everybody can do innovation.
how we start? How we start? In which step we should start?
We start from something think differently. We think about something differently, and we think about something new.
Something new.
Yeah.
So related to your field, how you change this system?
I think the system is very important, but educational system need to be a change. But unfortunately, the education is very difficult to change. But I did it by myself. In my experience, I'm not very successful, but I have some example that was successful.
Okay, tell me more about it.
Okay, I did
Probably in Chun-Yen
some of my past experience.
In Chun-Yen University?
Yeah, in Chun-Yen University, I had a top student, and I make him top of the part-time. Yeah.
What does it mean?
That is okay, but more importantly, I made the student from bottom immediately become top of this class in one semester.
How?
And there are many cases, not only one case, several cases. I don't say many, but I have several cases. My student from bottom become top.
So how you change it?
You inspired them. That's the answer that I was that. I just mentioned about you from active against passive. Yeah. From motivation, from inspirable motivation, and from departure against obeying. So the way to inspire students, you just change the atmosphere. You change the atmosphere. You change the mindset. Then my experience is not difficult to do so. Not difficult to do so.
But first of all, we need to change the mindset.
Yes. Yeah. Therefore, it said, professors should change their mindset. Then we want to change the student mindset. That is motivation. You are right. The key point: how to change our mindset of professors. in that way.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I really enjoy working with you.
Me too. I enjoy your talking and you asking your questions. I really enjoy because that is good. Because I enjoy education. I enjoy something good, too good for our second generation. Do something good for our future. I really enjoy that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And Professor, I still have a question if you don't mind. You still have a time?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So there's for education part. How about professional part? Do you have some experiences that the way you change the system? Probably
Yeah, I
electronic part?
had, yeah, no. I'm a person. I'm president. So I was an advisor. I was in an advisory group for the president, for the ministry,
Really?
for 8 years.
So, is there something?
Sorry, I didn't change it. I didn't change it. I'm very sorry for that. I'm very sorry for that. I didn't change it because they don't understand what I'm saying.
Really? Why you say that? Oh my god.
Sorry for that.
But this is Indonesian community, Professor, so that's okay.
What
Your
community?
yeah, Indonesian community, not your previous work. So I guess they won't know.
International community.
Yeah, this is Indonesian student.
Oh, I just visit Indonesia many times. I visit the island of Bali many times. I like it because that's a kind of culture island, and art islands. I like it very much. You have a lot of rich cultures in Indonesia. I love it. And I love your people, and that I love your land.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And for your information, that we have 17,508 islands, over
Yeah.
300 ethnic, and each ethnic has its own culture, its own
Yeah,
traditional
ethnic is not a problem because we are developing multiculturalism. So that is no problem. Multicultural can create many creative things and become very innovative. So that is good for your country.
Exactly. So, Professor, last question.
Yes.
Is there some message you like to deliver to our listeners to encourage them to change something, probably to change the system, or probably to change the way they live?
Yes. Yeah, I think you are right. I think that we should change our educational system mindset and doing for something is more active and more remarkable rather than obeying. Or we should encourage motivation. Motivation was important. The driving force is motivation. And in culture, we encourage multiculturalism because multiculturalism and between the culture interaction, it can create something new, ignite some spark, some new spark. That is beautiful spark that inspire people and doing something